welcome back to Plus 2 Biology. Let us start a new chapter, Human Health and Diseases. You know, in ancient periods, people believed that there are good humor and black humor, the body fluids. And they believed people with black bile, the bad humor, are susceptible to diseases. Whereas after the discovery of blood by William Harvey, the circulatory system proved that there is no any good humor, black humor or like. Okay? Then anyway, WHO, World Health Organization, okay, has defined health as a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being. So listen to the definition of health by WHO. Okay, it is not merely the absence of diseases, but health is defined as a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being. So a person is healthy when he is physically healthy. That means he has no any diseases and he has no any mental illness and he is socially acceptable without any kind of discomforts in health. Okay, so health is defined as a state of complete well-being in the physical, mental and social aspects. Okay, let us discuss which are the factors affecting health. Okay, even if you have no any role, you are passively sitting inside your room without any contact to any of the germs, you may get the diseases. Okay, that means health is affected by three main factors. Okay. The first and most important factor, okay, where the person is unaware of, the person is not responsible, is the genetic disorders. Okay, genetic disorders a person get by inheritance. Okay, it is inherited from the parents. Then second type of disorders, we can say infectious diseases that a person get from other people due to his contact. Due to his contact with the deceased person. Okay, that is what is infections or infectious diseases. And whereas even if we are having no any genetic disorder and we are having no any contact with infected persons, we may get some diseases which are due to our lifestyle. Okay, due to imbalanced diet, overeating, less eating, right? Okay, so these are the major factors which influence health. Okay. So tell me which are the three major factors which influence health. So health is influenced by genetic diseases or genetic disorders, then infections, the germs or pathogens, infections and also by our lifestyle. Okay. So keep in mind, in order to maintain good health, balanced diet, personal hygiene and regular exercise are the most important factors. Okay, let us discuss some of the common diseases. Before you move on to that topic, the common diseases in human, you know what is a disease. It is an unhealthy situation. And you know diseases are classified to two major types, named infectious and non-infectious diseases. Okay, here is a list of some infectious diseases and non-infectious diseases. Just have a look on this. Okay, we have to elaborate some of them. So my dear students, we have discussed diseases can be infectious and non-infectious. So diseases are classified to infectious diseases and non-infectious diseases. So, infectious diseases are the diseases which are easily transmitted from infected person to healthy person. Okay, which are very easily transmitted from infected person to healthy person means that diseases are infectious diseases. Whereas, non-infectious diseases are not transmitted from infected person to healthy. Okay, not transmitted. Very simple fact, you know this. You have learned it already. So, infectious diseases very easily get transmitted from an infected person to a healthy person. Whereas, the non-infectious diseases do not spread. Okay. Then keep in mind the infectious diseases or non-infectious diseases, the agents of the diseases. I mean the agents which cause the diseases are called pathogens. So pathogens are the disease causing agents. You know the pathology deals with the pathogens, identification of pathogens, treatment, such cases. Okay, anyway, diseases are caused by agents called pathogens. So we are going to discuss some of the diseases. Okay, mostly infectious diseases and some of the non-infectious diseases in detail. Okay, among the non-infectious diseases, you have to learn cancer and some major infectious diseases we are going to discuss in detail. The first one, I have given a table here. With the help of this table, you can study all such sort of diseases. Okay, the first one, the first group, anyway, which are the pathogens you know? Disease causing agents. It can be bacteria, it can be virus, it can be parasites, it can be also fungi. Fungal diseases are there in human being, and okay, it can be protozoans. There are so many protozoan diseases in human. Okay, let us discuss one by one. The first category, bacterial diseases. We learn the disease typhoid as the first one. Okay, so the disease typhoid is caused by a bacterium. Its name is Salmonella typhi. You are familiar with the genetic engineering examples. Salmonella typhimurium, you are familiar. So Salmonella typhi bacterium causes typhoid. Okay, then next case, how this pathogen enters our body and which organ of our body is infected by the pathogen. So Salmonella typhi is having the target organ small intestine. That means it affect or it attack our small intestinal cells. I mean it inhabit that small intestine. Okay, then its transmission. I mean Salmonella typhi is transmitted from one person to other person through contaminated food and water. Okay, then there's a typhoid Mary, the story of typhoid Mary who has spread the disease by cooking food to many people. Okay, anyway, it is spread through contaminated food and water. Okay, then major symptoms of typhoid. Is there anyone among you who got the disease typhoid? Then you can very easily understand the symptoms. Anyway, typhoid is mainly characterized by fever, you know. Okay, characteristic fever, high fever. Sustained high fever, about 39 to 40 degrees Celsius. Sustained fever. Then as a result of that fever and the body get weak, weakness, loss of appetite. There will not be any taste for food and loss of appetite. And there will be stomach pain in association, which is inhabiting small intestine. So there will be stomach pain and in some cases there will be constipation, difficulty in bowel movement. Okay, rigidity in the bowel movement. Then there also will be headache. The patient is also showing headache, intestinal pain, intestinal perforation and death. If the disease is not treated, it become even very lethal disease. It become a lethal disease which can lead to the death of the person by intestinal perforation and bleeding. Okay, this bacterium may cause intestinal perforation and it leads to the death of the person by intestinal perforation and bleeding. Okay, that's what about the bacterial disease typhoid caused by Salmonella typhi, and where it attack, its target organ is small intestine. How is it spread? It is spread through the contaminated food and water. And what are the major symptoms? Sustained high fever, headache, okay, stomach pain, then tiredness, loss of appetite, and in a severe case, intestinal bleeding and due to perforations and death. Okay, so for you, the next bacterial disease is pneumonia. Okay, this also you are familiar. Pneumonia, the disease is caused by, it's a bacterial disease, is caused by these two bacteria. Okay, the most common pathogen is Streptococcus pneumoniae. Streptococcus pneumoniae and also Haemophilus influenzae. Both these bacteria can cause what? The disease pneumonia. So, you know pneumonia affect which part of our body, which organ? You are familiar it as lungs. Okay, especially the alveolar sacs. The air sacs of lungs are affected by pneumonia. The target organ is, these are alveoli of lungs. Okay, within lungs, the air sacs are affected due to pneumonia. Okay, this pathogen will adversely affect the excretion through lungs, and lungs get accumulated with more water. Okay, which is usually excreted through lungs will not be properly done, and the lungs get accumulated with water, and it will lead to some severe infection in the person. Anyway, the target organ are the alveolar sacs of lungs. Then, how is this transmitted? Very familiar fact. A patient of pneumonia, when he cough, okay, otherwise when he sneezes, okay, that means the coughing and talking, okay, whatever, when he releases the aerosols to the air, the droplets to the air, it is spread to the other person. So the pneumonia is transmitted from an infected person to a healthy person through the aerosols released by the patient. Okay, that's what is written here, aerosols or droplets from the patient. Then what are the symptoms of pneumonia? Mainly, it is characterized by fever, and there will be chills. You know, the lungs will be getting accumulated within severity. Due course of time, the lungs accumulate water, and this is giving a chillness to the patient. Okay, then here also the patient shows headache, okay, chest pain, headache, then cough is a usual symptom, and in severe case, the lips and nails of the patient remain bluish in color, or grey to bluish color. These are the major symptoms of pneumonia. Okay, lungs are infected, the alveolar sacs gets accumulated with water, means there will be chills and chest pain, and characteristic fever will be there. Okay, headache will be there, tiredness is there. Okay, then cough is there. Lungs are not able to transport the oxygen properly, and there will be cough, associated cough will be there. This is releasing the aerosols to the healthy person, maybe get infected. Okay, and in severe cases, the nails and lips remain bluish or grey in color. Should be properly treated. Be a serious disease if not treated. Okay. See, these two are the major bacterial diseases given in a textbook, and there are so many other bacterial diseases which are, some of them are very severe also, and we have vaccination for so many diseases, and some of the common bacterial diseases, tuberculosis, TB, you are familiar, and cholera, okay, is another bacterial disease. Then dysentery can be caused by bacteria and also by some protozoans. Then plague, dysentery, plague, diphtheria, leprosy. These are examples of bacterial diseases. Okay, so let us discuss another disease which is a viral disease given in a textbook, and you have only one example for viral disease. Later we will discuss another severe disease, AIDS. Now, common cold. The viral disease, common cold, is caused by a virus known as rhinovirus. I am very sure there won't be anyone who didn't get common cold at least once in the lifetime. It's a very common disease, and it is not considered as a disease, it is just considered as an ailment. Okay, so anyway, the common cold is caused by a virus named rhinovirus. Okay, and what is the target organ, or which are the target organs of the virus? Where does virus attack? The virus attack our nose and the respiratory passage. The nasal passage and throughout the respiratory passage. The target organs are nose and respiratory passage. And how is it spread? So very highly spreading disease. That's why it's very common cold. Okay, how is it spread? It is spread through the droplets released by the patient. Okay, through sneezing, coughing. When the patient releases, when the infected person releases the aerosols, by sharing the infected person's book, kerchief, pen, even the mouse, okay, keyboard, anything will be easily contaminated by virus, and this can be very easily spread to a healthy person. Okay, common cold is characterized by, either will be nasal discharge, continuous nasal discharge, otherwise we feel a congestion. Okay, nasal congestion or discharge, Okay, sometimes both. I mean, continuous discharge is leading. After sometimes you will be feeling what? Congested feeling. Okay, nasal congestion and nasal discharge. Then another symptom is sore throat and hoarseness. Okay, kitch kitch, that feeling. Sore throat and hoarseness is another symptom. Coughing, okay, sneezing. Then also there will be headache. You know, you are very familiar. Everyone is familiar. So headache and tiredness, and sometimes there will be mild fever also. Okay, it's a very highly spread disease. It's a common virus, rhinovirus causing this disease. There are so many other viral diseases like AIDS, cancer, chickenpox, corona, smallpox, hepatitis B. Okay, you can just list down and understand what are they. Okay.